They say the best stories don't come from the destinations we find on a map, but from the spaces in between. 8 riders, 8 machines, and a route that would take us from the high ridges of Kerala straight down into the burning plains of Tamil Nadu, before scaling a massive 2000-meter wall of mountains. Our ultimate target? Poondi, a remote, freezing village hidden far beyond the tourist crowds of Kodaikanal. But before the cold, we have to survive the descent. All right, let's go. Alright guys, this is Rajakumari. Today is Saturday, June 6th, and we're gonna go some places and I will let you know. The journey begins right here in Rajakumari. Morning crispiness in the air, full tanks of fuel, and that undeniable buzz of anticipation that only happens at the start of a major pack ride. Rolling out with 8 bikes isn't just about twisting the throttle. It's about rhythm. You have to watch the mirrors, read the road for the guy behind you, and move as a single, coordinated unit. There are no words to describe this morning vibe in Idiki. Drizzling rain and the soothing fog. To top it off, I need a hot chai. That too, from the famous Mona plantations. When we were planning this trip, there were 9 members, but unfortunately one couldn't come because of some emergency. However, we are 8 in total and 7 motorcycles. The feeling of riding in the rain is entirely a different experience. I don't want to say this because people who ride know it. Our first major checkpoint is Bodymettu. This is where the landscape completely flips the script. One minute you are surrounded by the cool green canopy of Kerala hills, and the next, the mountains split wide open to reveal the vast sun-baked plains of Tamil Nadu stretching out into the horizon. Dropping down these twisties is pure muscle memory. You let the engine braking do the work. Lock your eyes on the exit of the corner and just let the bike flow. Jokes apart, this is just another example for the road sense of our people, casually overtaking the oncoming traffic. But as riders, we should be laser focused. This is gonna be the first viewpoint in our ride, known as Bodymettu viewpoint. The view is breathtakingly beautiful. You could see the winding roads below the mountain range if you look closer. A motorcycle, camaraderie of good friends, winding roads, chilling climate, and the scenery of fog passing through the giant mountains. What more could you possibly ask? The visuals are not that great because of the overcast conditions today, and I guess maybe the monsoon on the other side of the border affecting the conditions here. Finally, our descent is complete. This is Mundal checkpost. So it's almost 8 in the morning, so we will have a quick breakfast. The restaurant was quite good, and we all opted for the good old masala dosha. By the time we hit Periyakulam, the temperature spikes. It is hot, it is dry, and the tarmac is fast. Riding a heavy pack through the plains requires absolute concentration. The distance between bikes opens up. The formation shifts to a staggered line, and you just lock into the cruise. As we hit the highway, Danny's bike showing some issues with the chain. So we had to stop a couple of times to check what's really going on. It was nothing but the lube. The Royal Enfields needs consistent lubing, especially during rainy seasons. So we spent a little time for lubing and for refueling. We pulled over for a quick breather to shake off the highway fatigue and hydrate. Looking at everyone's faces, you could tell the heat was wearing us down. But the real challenge was still waiting for us just down the road. This is the beginning of the ascent through Kodaikanal Ghat Road. There are some interesting viewpoints in the spot, but most of you have already know it, and we didn't stop much in this leg. The Ghat Road is pretty narrow and slow traffic, but you should be careful, especially on the turns. This is another waterfall on the side of the road, but there is no water, so we didn't stop there. We are approaching another waterfall, and this waterfall is called Silver Cascade Falls. The last time I visited Kodaikanal around 4 years ago, and I don't see any difference to the roads. Plenty of potholes and uneven tarmac. I wonder why the government is not developing the pass. One should remember that millions of tourists use this road, both domestic and international. We have reached Kodaikanal, but as our focus is not here, we will have a lunch and planning to keep on going, because the goal is to reach Poondi early in the evening. Modern Kodaikanal is a prime example of our tourism. The city is saturated with plenty of visitors. So we left Kodaikanal and there is another 50 kilometers we should cover. The distance is short, but the roads are tricky. Hence it takes more time than the average. The interesting thing I found was there are a lot of bikers on the spot. As a rider, which is heartwarming. But the caveat is someone not wearing the helmets and let alone the riding gears. I'm not being judgmental, but belittling your life for style is unacceptable. This is Pumbare viewpoint, and it has an incredible panoramic view of Pumbare village. On the one side, pristine beauty of step farming and colorful houses. On the other side of the road, plastics and garbages. It's really sad. We are blessed to have a wonderful geography, but our behavior is still lacking that civic sense and duty. The road towards right goes to Kukal, but we are not going there right now. We have planned it for tomorrow. The startling contrast between two breeds of dogs, the German Shepherd and our lovely Indian Pariah dog. I am 100% sure that jealousy is universal in the animal kingdom. Legends will find out in this scene. This is just a glimpse of Manavanur sheep farm, and that is also for tomorrow. As we reached here in Poondi, there was a Tiruvira going on, and unfortunately we had to wait for a little longer to reach our stay. However, it was great to see the festival mood of people. I have noticed that Joseph Vijay's picture on the Tiruvira poster, the newly elected Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Later, the locals showed us a shortcut. By the way, it was an off-road. Finally, we've reached our stay, the mud house. What is the real idea behind the mud houses? But more on that will be in the part 2 video, because this video itself, it's too long for some viewers. Mud house like എന്ത് തോന്നുന്നു? എട്ടിട്ട് പറയാം അല്ലേ? അത് ഞാൻ വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. മങ്കി മൈലാഞ്ചി അപ്പം പെണ്ണുങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്നാ നമ്മ എന്നാ തിരിച്ചു വിട്ടാ. There are 2 mud houses booked for us. One is down here and the other one is up there above the road. ഇവിടെ ഇത് ഡേഞ്ചറസ് ആണ്. ഇത്രയും പേരെല്ലാം ഒരുമിച്ച് കിടക്കും. ഒരാളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. കിതച്ചോടാ കിതച്ച Okay. Dogo, how are you doing, buddy? Okay.
Poondi, Kodaikanal Ghat Road.
ഉണ്ടോ? ഐശ്വര്യം വേണ്ട, ഞാൻ കാലെടുത്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? അത് ഞാൻ വെട്ടമില്ലാതെ ഇങ്ങനെ വിഷമിക്കായിരുന്നു. അകല് പറഞ്ഞു തരില്ലേ? മഡ് ഹൗസിലെ ബെഡ്, ബാത്റൂം, നീഡ് ടു ചെക്ക് ബാത്റൂം. നമ്മുടെ ഒന്നാന്തരം ഇതാണ് മഡ് ഹൗസിലെ ബെഡ്റൂം, ബാത്റൂം. ക്ലോസറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, ഫ്ലഷ്, ബക്കറ്റ്, പൈപ്പ്, curtain. I will do for now. Tired, so need to settle down. I am switching the camera off for today. We're going to immerse in the atmosphere and enjoy the moments for now. As I said earlier, there are a lot of things to visit tomorrow. Today was all about the journey, but tomorrow is the essence of our visit from what I understand. If you'd like to know more about the day 2, please tune into the part 2. Cheers guys, and have a good night.